Hey, this is another episode of Candice Michelle Views where I give my opinion on what I am viewing that is pushed on all mainstream platforms like YouTube, cable, anything, Google, whatever you could think of. So I just wanted to go over this young Pharaoh. He recently came out with like a video blog, and I just wanted to just go over a couple things. Let's get it started.
Bird my neck. Peace, family. Alright, welcome to another.
So I just kind of want you guys to look at his face and mainly his head and his eye and nose area. Just one like it seems like it's a really good like side view of the forehead where I can't really. I would like it to stay like this so we don't put anybody else but him in here because I just really want him in the video.
Vlog episode, okay, on my here YouTube channel. So before I jump into this vlog, I want to get.
I mean, his forehead and everything in this card, like his eyes, everything, it just seems a little masky to me.
A couple announcements that I have. So, first announcement, okay? My personal website.
You kind of see that hand gesture talking about his first announcement. Am I tweaking with that hand gesture? I'm not even going to suggest, but he's symbolized out, and he does this in this video more than once, more than one symbolism. So I had to do a little video on it, but that's one.
Okay. My personal website is being totally evolved and upgraded.
And in this shot, his face just looks so Muppet baby mask, like trust me, like this, his forehead and the eye get up around the eyes and going towards the cheek.
I've been having it rebuilt from the ground up and worked on for about the last month. So my completion projection date is the end of this month. So I want to say within the next 30, but to be safe, we want to say next 30 to 45 days.
Okay, did you get that? Let me rewind it.
Girl, so I want to say within the next 30, but to be safe, we're going to say next 30 to 45 days.
Okay, you already know what that means. He already did one gesture of symbolism, and I believe this is the second one. 30 to 45 days. That 30 is the number 3, and 45, just like the president he sweats. It equals 9. So that's basically a 3-6 reference.
Pharaoh University will not only look completely different, it will function more smoother. So for those of you who may have been having issues where you are actually updating your card information, or you're trying to pay to subscribe and your money is not coming off your card, this is because my volume has increased on my website and my current, payment process.
Oh, wonderful. His volume increase. See, this is why I keep telling you to cancel all people that's a part of things. Like, I know this, it sounds like, oh, I could be hating, but I don't care. I'm subscribed to him. If you're, subscribe and look if you want. Well, I really don't check out his stuff like that no more, but I did, just wanted to point things out with this one. Yeah, it's just like Kylie, you're not listening to me, Kylie. She sold out her Grinch makeup within like less than 20, like less than a day. And yeah, if you cancel them and you ignore them, they wouldn't be posting that they're selling out. And then like the next day she was on like the G5, like, oh, she got her own plane or something like that. They were saying, yeah, thanks to you guys. But whatever, support them and let them.
Has not been strong enough to withstand my value. And so
okay, I felt this picture that just look at his forehead, and like I'm telling you, it's there. Like, it doesn't make any sense for somebody's forehead to be like this. If you don't believe this is masky, then whatever. I just want to
y'all stay tuned. A lot of
okay, right here, it seems like he only touches his bottom face, and he's very careful not to go nowhere near these janky cheeks. And I want you to look around the eyes as well. It's going to be certain creases like to the corner and even above the eye going towards the nose. That eye part's going to have creases in it, which I never saw in my life. Someone has creases in their eyelid above, maybe in the corners right here, but it looks very thick. I'm telling you, above the eye, near the nose, both of his eyes, like it's creased. and all these creases. Okay, just pay attention. In the discoloration by the cheeks, when he was rubbing his face, he made sure not to touch certain parts of his face. He just stayed very low. And then he started digging on his hair, but he doesn't do much. He's very gentle with the touches. Things are irritating him, but very gentle with the touches, making sure he's not touching certain stuff. Just like when Cat Williams was doing his last performance, he was sweating profusively. His hair was drenched, but he would never wipe his forehead off. Like he would never he wiped his mouth and did things just like him. He'll wipe his mouth, the bottom parts or whatever, but the top of the forehead stuff they leave alone. Like he never wiped it off, and they don't touch. They're very gentle. It's giving off mask, and I just wanted people to catch that.
Ready to post evolved into.
If you're not seeing right above the eye with the creases, all these creases, the indentions of, yeah, anyway, let's keep it moving.
My face. I got some new videos I'm in the
I feel like it's just very thick getting up towards the nose, the eyes, the forehead, and the cheek area by the nose. Like it's just gets really thick.
That's how we sketch. Yeah, you can float. Alright, y'all, so we that's how we sketch. So
I wanted you to catch the part when he's like, yeah, you can float. He sounds just like Cat Williams, but I didn't want to catch any kids in the video. And I did a terrible job. I tried to skip over it just now, but it's kind of hard. I try my best. I'm talking about young Pharaoh only. I only talk about people that I feel is symbolizing and doing things. So unless the kids are going to start symbolizing, I'm not throwing them in there, or the one that's having another one. I don't watch anything of theirs, but if I ever catch any symbolism, if it ever get thrown in my face, no one's safe. Anybody could get it, ABG. So anyway, let's keep it moving. I just want to show you how he's like just touching gently the bottom of his face, and then. But
I got some.
And then I know you're catching the serpent tongue and all that stuff. He's been doing it all day.
New videos that I'm in the process.
Yeah, so he gently touches his face, but he never goes up too high.
The editing right now. Whatchamacallit? Excuse me, I'm vlogging. I have my face. I got some new videos I'm in the process of editing and uploading right now.
Touching his little fake dreads, his lace front fake dreads.
Now, my website is being evolved. Way.
Do you see his, like, come on, who eyes crease up at the top? At the top like this. Who eyes crease up and bungee up? Just like a kill. Like their skin starts to bungee up in spaces. It shouldn't be bunging up. I don't think so. I don't think it should be given this kind of creases. I mean, it could bungee up, but it doesn't bungee up naturally. It's very creasy, I said I have to do something about this, point this out. You guys are not getting the symbolisms from him. You're not getting the mask look from him, and I'm pointing it out to you guys. Okay?
Evolved into a way greater state. So y'all be on the lookout for that. That's why I've kind of been hesitant to post some of my presentations, but I'm getting ready to post my Democratic treason presentation. My Democratic treason presentation.
While he talks, you can notice that his around his mouth is moving, and skin usually fleshes and flex when you speak, but like when you go right above the lip and mustache part, when you get towards this bumpy area and go like the bumpy area is probably because it's probably tired of being clayed upon, and it's probably fake little bumps around here, because once you get above, like an inch above the mustache going into the cheek area, it does not move the way how his mouth area moves. The parts that he touch, the parts he don't touch, it don't really move like the parts he do touch, if you get what I'm saying. But anyway, you can keep it going.
To my website today, being evolved, that I'm in the process of kid life, and half kids, half us, half today. Yeah, you can float. Alright, y'all, so we...
Yeah, he's saying like, yeah, you can float. And I'm gonna try to skip. No, let me...
that I'm in the process of being... Alright, y'all, so we half kids, half us, half today. Yeah, you can float. Alright.
Like, he sounds just like Cat Williams when he do that. I'm telling you, it's hard for them to keep staying in their fake character.
So we that I'm in the process of being evolved.
And I want you to see all the touches he was doing on his bottom face, but he never goes above that. Just like Cat, he would not wipe that sweat off his forehead for nothing. They don't want to damage anything in front of people. That would be a big mess up. So they're very careful about touching certain stuff, And as I stated in the beginning of the video, he did 2 symbolisms, one with his hand and the other one with the 3045 reference. So that's all I have. Made this short. Like, share, and subscribe, and you can always comment. But I'm not letting up off of this theory of Cat Williams twinning with young Pharaoh. I'm just not. It's like I'm telling you, they did the same fighting move. The way that first video that came out so janky, I wish it would have came out very clear. When Cat Williams was going to fight this guy, he threw a fake punch that we really didn't see if it connected or not. A lot of symbolism going on. And then when they really got into the altercation, he did immediately a spin kick. And if you ever watch young Pharaoh fights, he do the same rush punch, same exact rush punch, and then he swings into a swing kick. So you guys better have some explaining to do, okay? You young Pharaoh fans in love with these people that's pushing certain things that you shouldn't. His information is ideologies. If you like the ideologies of what they're putting in history books, even though it's not a real history is janky as hell. If you want to go I'm talking about all the history, even down to the Egyptian history he's trying to give you. That's where the beginning of the scam started, with their history, and then all history, all these religions, it all leads into that one. The people that started it. And you're telling me that Greeks and Romans took over these black queens and kings. They came and took over people that can't even be in the sun. Let him tell it. Was able to beat people in their own hot land. Like, stop. Cut it out. It's all a scam. That black people are always going to be their own demise. You couldn't even go in Africa. White people couldn't go in Africa with these fake slave stories. They had to be given the slaves. Like they said that the king in Ashanti king in Africa, I forget, in Ashanti, whatever that place is, he was like the first person that really was making a lot of money off of selling his like people that when they fight and they win. And then they'll take the losers and lock them up. I forget what they call those people, like the prisoners. And they technically was selling them to the slave. White people couldn't come in here and find their way in Africa and snatch up people. It was black people. And they even displayed that in the movies, even though I think slavery was a bunch of bullshit crap. Because all this history is just to keep us it's a bunch of controversy for you to be like, oh, I want my money and this and that. And it's like, don't look. I could go into a rant with that, but that'll have to be another day. This was about him. And the infiltration, that's what he does for a living. And infiltration, it means that they're giving you information, and it's like it's a trader type situation going, like an infiltrator. Like, it's not a good situation when you're an infiltrator, okay? And that's the role I believe he plays when he plays the character of young Pharaoh. Anyway, that's all I have. Like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of you guys' night, and have a great weekend, because I am planning on enjoying mine after a long Thanksgiving preparation, cooking, all that stuff. I'm tired. So, that's why I got these 2 videos out early, and I'm going to sleep for the rest of the weekend until I start working again. So, enjoy your night.